Good morning. My name is Ann Phong. I'm a fine art artist in painting, focus on mixed media painting in general. I think I've been painting more than 30 years now. I started learning painting in America, not in Vietnam. Came to America in 1982. As a first generation, we need to survive. So I couldn't pursue my dream. So I had to do something else. I work as a dental assistant. It's just a coincidence. I work for orthodontists for braces. So, and I look at a crooked teeth, I know how to fix them. I have to bend the wire. So the doctor loved me, said, why don't you study orthodontist so we can share the office? You make money, I make money. That's how pretty good for the first generation. I just didn't like it. But it took me a while to let go the money part and to pursue my dream. It just happened at that time I had a car accident in 1987, 5 years later after I came to America. And on the deathbed, I said I wasn't happy in America, couldn't pursue what I wanted before I left Vietnam. So when I got out from the hospital, I dropped everything. I go for my dream, and I keep my dream till today. So when I look back, I say, that's a pretty gutsy decision for the first generation, that we let go something important as a material part and to pursue something that's for life experience. So I did it. And that's why I'm sitting here with you today. It just come in time. When I studied my master's degree at Cal State Fullerton, and I just want to look back who I am. I didn't want to be a second Picasso. No matter how well I do my part, I will stay in his shadow. So that's the time I went to the library, and my city library and the university library look at whole the Vietnamese under the American eye. And during that time, about the Vietnamese, mostly the information come from North Vietnam or come from the anti-war group in America. So, and I look back, and then slowly they have those information about the boat people. I'm one of the boat people. I escaped by boat. But the way they portray the boat people is pretty one-sided. Come from the journalist's eye, how dirty we are, how desperate we look, and all those pretty dark side situation. And I look at back, I say, no, they just pack up the immigrants. There's another pack they never mentioned, that how we face life and death, how we suffer through the war and the communism and everything, how we look for the future without knowing anything in front. So all those things, you need to have the courage to do it between life and death. And they never mention those things. I said, then in that case, maybe I should mention it to make the whole story well-rounded, because I'm one of them inside. So I use it as a subject matter. And I think it works. It worked for me that I opened up that can of worm that I keep in fact for a long time. And I opened up to show people the other side of the immigrant or the refugee, how we come to America, just like the Mayflower people. That's how they took off from their country and come to America. So the history just continued that part. We bring in a lot of richness to America, so why not use it? So I use that into my work, and it stayed with me. Maybe this just my own angle. This question we need to ask a lot of artists and put together. I think, I think I look at myself as a American, Vietnamese American, not just Vietnamese or not just American. So inside me, there's a mix between the two culture. It reflect who I am in the 20th and the 21st century in America. So I don't practice the traditional Vietnamese style or material or anything, but I use me as a cultural identity, who I am in America, how we enrich the general community, not just one community, but many communities come together. Each community bring in a different color, different subject, different content, and we look at it as a whole. So I look at it that way, to look at myself, who I am in America. So the traditional thing is pretty reflecting in the content, not in the brushstroke, not in the colors, because those are the artist's choice. But it reflects how we think, who we are, from the past to the present. So I think the way I paint my painting, I put the past and the present together in the painting. So people look closer, they will see one brushstroke cover up the other brushstroke, one image overlap the other images. So it just have to dig in to see the other part. But the beauty comes from layers, how we layer ourselves to become very rich today. So the patches part of it is not a very standout part in my painting, but people still can feel it by the human, by the act, by the image. So like in my work, the traditional culture may be very obvious would be the boat. I use a boat in my painting. A boat carry many different meaning. One is as a boat people. That's how the people in the 1970s in America, they label our Vietnamese American, they call us the boat people. That's one. And I use the boat. And the second idea of the boat is as a woman. In the Vietnamese culture, if, if we don't get married, they call that boat cannot find a harbor. So I said, okay, then that would be the beauty of the freedom of the women. Why do we need a harbor? So I use that into my painting. I let the boat float and the boat can fly. There's a freedom inside a human that not just human right, but the woman right, what to pick, what to do. So that part is in my painting too. So all those traditional things, cultural things, but I transform it into my own eye and I express it into my art. Fine art come in many different forms. I'm not good in writing. I'm not good in music, but I love two-dimensional and three-dimensional fine art. It means painting and sculpture. Maybe I'm more tactile with my hand. So why not use them? So I bond them. So in my work, I bond between the 2D and the 3D together. To do that, I look around whatever around me. Some of my painting, maybe in this exhibition that you selected, there's a painting I even put the dry guava and a guava leaf. I mean, those we brought from Vietnam to America. This is a different tree that maybe 100 years ago, America doesn't have a guava tree this way, okay? We're the one who brought a seed. So I look at it, that's part of me too. So I put object into my painting. Some are man-made, some are nature, and I bond them together. So to me, when I look at my own painting, I see the flow between flat and bulky, the past and the present, the strong and the softness as a human, no matter you're male or female, okay, there's a soft spot inside you. So to that, I use very soft and transparent color. And when we feel the anger, we want to show our emotion. I use a bulky line, very thick acrylic paints, and I put all those things together. The material I use is more American material. I choose acrylic as one part of my material because it dries very fast. I can put layer and layer and layer. Whatever I think yesterday and whatever I think today, I layer them onto my canvas and they dry enough for me to put another layer on top. So acrylic work pretty well in Southern California when we have a lot of sunshine. So that part helps a lot. And besides, acrylic doesn't fade away. So even the sunshine on it still stay there. It's just like us. No matter how hard life is, we still stay here. We take it. We face it. And then we survive. I see acrylic like a human being, how we look at ourselves, especially the Vietnamese American in America. So many things, so many spotlights shine on us, and we have to face it. The thing is, we see this. Any bad news in the community, it stand out and they repeat it again and again and again. It reflects the whole community. But any good thing in the community, it takes forever for people to recognize. But not because of that, we feel bad. We still face it and shine. So I see acrylic can help me to express that part in my painting.